Hey guys, BrickWizard59 here, and welcome back to a brand new custom build review. And this is the attack on Lothal. So, basically the story behind this is we have Kanan and Sabine. They are actually gathering a group of rebels to try and create a ruckus here on the planet of Lothal. But what happens is they end up running into a Imperial squad who ends up attacking them. That's kind of the story behind this build. So what we have here, just a quick overview. We have a couple of the buildings of Lothal in the background, and then we have the main road where we have a squad of Imperial troopers and a few rebels. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so to start off, let's just quickly take a look at the build. For one, let's start off with the buildings in the very back as we move in here and zoom in. So the buildings in the back were definitely quite a bit of fun to make, as I started off looking at images, and yes, many of the buildings of Lothal are kind of like a whitish or tan. I sadly didn't have the curved parts like the quarter cylinders in white, and in terms of tan, that really didn't look too great. That made it actually look a bit more like Tatooine or like a desert planet, so I ended up going with the light bluish gray. And I'm really happy with how that's turned out. So we basically have two, you could say, sections of the building, as I wanted to, I didn't have too many parts, and so I wanted to do the best with what I had. So starting off here, let's take a look in the corner. This is the first building. Again, the way I made these buildings, both of them, you could see a lot of slopes. So overall, Lothal has a lot of slopes. The buildings have a lot of slopes on them, a lot of curves. So that's kind of what I did here. You could see I have a few of the 2x2x2 slopes on the bottom, and then kind of the curved quarter cylinders, as well as a few windows, all made using just the arch pieces. This was a pretty fun window to make. That was a pretty interesting technique. And then all the windows are kind of blacked out as they're kind of seen in the show. All windows on the buildings are all kind of like black. So that's kind of what I came up with. On the top, you could see we have Sabine and Chopper, and they're kind of fighting off a squad of troopers here. So basically what happened is they were kind of scouting the area, and they ran into a couple of stormtroopers. Sabine shot one of them, and he's actually kind of falling to his death. And then the other one is kind of still attacking. And then what we have here, this is pretty cool. So if you've seen Star Wars Rebels, you know that there are a lot of these kind of like video screens that are, I guess you could say, hovering. And they kind of display propaganda posters and things. So that's kind of what I did here. And this is actually really cool. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the mock. So there's a cool little screen, and then a nice poster that's saying, "Protecting Lothal, protecting you." So this is actually, I'm pretty sure, one that was included in the actual show. So that's really cool. It just adds a bit more realism, makes it look a lot more like it is Lothal. But I made it hovering as if it was hovering using the kind of like clear rod piece. And again, I think that looks really cool. Moving along now here to the bottom, to the main battle, as we kind of zoom out a bit here just so you can get a better look. But basically the entire road is made using the snot technique, or studs not on top. So basically what that is bricks laid on their side. And again, that gives a really nice smooth look. If you see Lothal, all the roads are smooth. And that's kind of what I've come up with, and I really, really love how that's turned out. It just adds a bit more realism to it. But anyways, basically here we have a look at the squad of Imperial troopers. We got 3 on this side and 3 on the other side, as we try and get a better look there. You can see one of them is already dead. The other one's kind of in the process of being shot by that rebel next to the doorway. And the third one's kind of behind him. Basically, let's go ahead and just take a better look. So in the middle here, we have my Imperial troop transport. This is a custom build I have made. If you're interested in seeing a video on it, this is actually a bit more of an updated version, but I do have a review video on my kind of previous version of the build. If you want, I can do a review of this version as well, so definitely let me know. But I'll give you a bit of a closer look at it. You can see there it is. It's a custom build. Really happy with how it's turned out. The door opens up here, and that reveals the interior. But anyways, that's a look at that. We'll remove that so you can get a better look at the road. Again, snot technique, a lot of 1x3s, 1x4s used in this, and I really love how it's turned out. Again, there's a better look at the Imperial troopers. And basically, there's kind of the roadway, which is in between the two sets of dark bluish gray plates. That's kind of where the road is. And again, I think that looks really nice. You have your group of rebels here. So we got Kanan in the back, and he is kind of hiding cover behind these two boxes, along with another trooper. And then we got another few troopers. All these are kind of like a mix. We got a few rebels from the Rogue One sets, a couple from the Battlefront set. So it's kind of like all a mix. And then we got a couple shot down dead. And then anyways, you could see finally the last trooper in the very back, and he's like shooting, and he's basically shot that one stormtrooper there. And then we got a couple of civilians in the back who are kind of running for cover from this battle. And then lastly, we got a few kind of posts or lampposts. I didn't have the parts to make the full lamppost, so I just added bits like the bottom parts of it. Plus, it also is better because now you're easily able to see the rest of the battle. So there's a look at that. Sadly, no interiors on the buildings, but still, I think it looks pretty good. So there is a look at the attack on Lothal. Alright, so there you go. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos coming very soon. If you enjoyed this video, a thumbs up would be great, as this MOC did take some time to build. But anyways, stay tuned for more awesome LEGO videos coming in the very near future, including a LEGO Star Wars minifigure collection, a look at my newest LEGO custom build. Check out my Instagram to see a sneak peek of what that is, as well as my Republic fighter tank tutorial. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos coming very soon. This is Prerequisite 59, and I'll see you all next time.